could give a little bit of help. 20 seconds until the turtle spawns, but you saw that Boyet not hesitating to try and take a quick little hammer away from the hands of RSG, but Irad was still able to secure it. Now a little bit more pressure onto Ding right now. Level 4, Nats is gonna hit it first.
What the hell? It's all about starting the pace here for RSG. That's the ration of level 3 right now. It's gonna be Nats being in trouble in 3. Now it's Irad trying to secure the objective, but the Pacers' Wrath would not connect. Nats still gonna be safe. Boyet DR now is being taunted by 2. Now the first one goes to Boyet DR and NXPE. Who gets the retry battle? It's gonna be the Boyet DR for Nexplay EVOS, and Irad is going to flee away, but now it's Exort going up against 2. Boyet DR is now falling on HP, but that is still Nexplay EVOS getting the win.
I mean, RSG did literally walk right into that. Nuts, he was level 3 and he checked the bush of NXPE and he was greatly punished. By the way, nice control with the energy eruption from Boyet DR. Irad was not able to use the retribution alongside the Thorn Rose.
Yeah, it looked like a slight miscalculation there. Major consequences for RSG. Only the first one, but Doming waking up good today.
Yeah, talking about how Go Away being utilized up top, up against the marksman of RSG, saying hi to Eman.
Oh, RSG.
Keys to victory, come on, showing up for Nexplay EVOS.
Yep, RSG, they might have woken up on the bad the rough side of the bed today, but NXP, they did wake up on the right side of the bed, and the outplay on top, that's not supposed to happen with Melissa and Beatrix, but I'm just gonna take that.
Yeah, Flicker was burned there by Eman, so NXPE, they kind of smell blood here. They want to try and make a play for Eman, knowing also that the turtle will spawn near Eman's lane. Let's see if they're going to try and commit something.
Yeah. I was going to mention earlier that I was surprised that Nats was above in terms of XP against a bit of data, especially when Ding was also present when they took out the Little Wanderer. Yeah. But again, that mistake, that was crucial for RSG, and they now lose early game momentum against NXPE. Fredrin will be able to do what he wants around the map. And this pressure that will come out from Boyet DR is enough of a space to give Doming some time to farm, which already is incredible for him because he did just take out the Beatrix.
Delay the marksman of RSG. Probably the strength of RSG relates on the damage here. So probably they're having a safe execution against Nexplay EVOS right now.
I don't like this. RSG is getting impatient.
Yeah. A little bit too eager right now, are they? Nexplay EVOS. Position in the Turtles. Could be a big 4v4 fight here for the second one.
Okay, Irad and Eman on position. Sniper will point onto the Turtle. Now Irad is on point. Who is going to secure this objective? It's still Boyet DR for Nexplay EVOS. Now Nats trying to hold up for now. Rough waves being used by Exort. RSG,
oh, no.
not even contesting the second objective.
That's twice in a row now for the XP laner of RSG. These are just... I have to be honest, those are bad plays. You don't walk over to the bush of NXP without having any form of support. As you know that the Kaja was missing, and that was information that RSG had. They know that NXP will control this area, and he was caught off guard. The Divine Judgment was used, even though he didn't die. RSG had no entry towards the turtle area, and NXP was free to take the turtle.
Yeah, still there RSG trying, but Ding not. See, Nats will commit to try and taking Ding down. It'd be too risky if he tries to do that though. Yep. He might get sandwiched here, a little bit too eager to show himself up.
That's 3, making it 2 now. With the pokes on the electro final blow for Ding DR.
That was Flicker though.
And Flicker pushing away Nats. Okay, so Nats still not letting go of the XP lane. Meanwhile, going DR receives bullets onto Eman. Doesn't secure the deal. RSG Slate Philippines still going for the possible kill. But now Brusco DR just getting information or where the hell Zero is. But now Ding DR onto the bottom. Now closing it onto the last HP. He still lives. He still lives now. Braces right did not connect to Irad. Now Boyet DR trying to secure this one.
Puncture.
No puncture and the recalls. Boyet DR securing that one for Nexplay EVOS.
Again, these impatient plays coming out from RSG. There was no need for the Lancer to follow up on that. They could have just taken out some minions, put some damage to the tower. And NXPE, they're outplaying RSG at the moment.
Yeah, RSG showing impatience. Nexplay EVOS showing a lot of patience, very calculated. Boyet has had now 2 very epic goals.
Okay, now
judgment.
2. Luminous Blast connecting to 1. Brusco DR is the next target of RSG now. Boyet DR being zoning out 1, but Nats evading on enemy lines now trapped. Doming secures the kill, and now Erad as well trying to be behind of Nexplay EVOS, but now what are they gonna do? Erad is now dropping low, but Boy VR is still not letting him go. Light trying to hold on for 2, and now it's still Nexplay EVOS gaining the 3rd turtle now.
Yep. So this was what I was talking about earlier. When it comes to momentum, both sides can equally get their own momentum, and now NXP were the victors of the earlier from BTR. Lancelot is one of the dirtiest junglers he's ever seen, because he is a jungler that can poke you and you can't do anything about it.
Well, speaking of pokes right now, it's RSG setting up the border here for RSG Slate Philippines. Now they have gotten the first objective. Now they need to find an angle. It's all about the access for RSG Slate Philippines. Now they're trying to ring on the bell for Nexplay EVOS.
All right. Nexplay EVOS in good position, but Nats has them checked out. Here comes Light, Emma the next sword.
Now it's the pull coming in from that Kaja. Now Light, half HP. Now Nats responds in. Now the Lord has been reset.
Nuts.
Oh, Dominant Blast. Will it connect?
That's too early.
Oh, missed an ultimate. Now it's go time for Nexplay EVOS. Look at the damage on Ding. Now it's Light being troubled down here with a retreat back to the Boy at the R. Now they have full advantage of the objective as the Lord. Now Nats falling back, but Goyong the burst from the umbrella right in for the Yin Yang overturn. It's Nexplay EVOS. No tank setter for RSG. Now they have another objective to have full control of.
This impatience on both sides are causing them so much trouble in RSG. Oh, Brusco
with a pull divine judgment. Now it's Goyong. DR secures the kill onto Nats.
Just like that. Eagerness, but Erad has to go for Goyong.
Oh no, he's now backing down now. Erad secures another kill. That's the comeback, that's the scratch onto Nexplay EVOS. Now the Lord is still open. We'll go for Reggie. No! It's Boy at DR secures that objective, and they just retreat back to the base.
Yep, there was no retribution on the Lancelot at that point. He used it to take out Goyong on the Kagura, but NXP, they're getting the major objective victories. And again, if you don't have these resources on your side for RSG, gold lead does not matter, because NXP, they are able to play their own game. Light committed the Numinal Blast at such an early timing. Lord was not even half HP.
Yeah, that was a bit of a head scratcher there. You could argue that maybe it was known out, but the moment that Nexplay EVOS saw the Numenon Blast was used, that was their go signal. That's why they were able to get positioning in that Lord advantage for them, is because they knew that the Numenon Blast was gone.
Yeah, they were like, walk strong.
Yeah.
No, lakad matatag.
Yeah, it was go time.
All five players, right?
All 5 players just walked it. Oh, no ultimate onto Light, because one winning condition that we have for RSG Slate Philippines is the setup. It's the deadly setup of the Raiders up against Nexplay EVOS.
Yep, and this is again the strength of the last pick coming out from NXP. They have a prolonged team fight with the Metadata. You cannot do this with the Yuzong, because you might lose a lot of resources on both sides, and then you'd end up waiting for the next set of skills. But with NXP, if they can engage with Ding DR with the amount of dashes, he can reach the backline much faster than Nuts. However, there is a difference between the initiation of the Arlot and the Benedetta, but when it comes to clashes like that, if one team messes up, NXP is happier because they can fight for longer periods.
Well, we are questioning how their lineup would probably work in this game. Now, this is just ABC going to different parts of the alphabet and doing all the right answers against RSG.
I mean, at this point, you might as well go damage Lancelot, you know?
Yeah.
you just have Guardian's Helmet and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. It's not even Tanksalot anymore. It's like, Tanksalot.
Yeah, it's a whisper. It's Tanksalot.
Attack tanks a lot.
A tank.
A Tanksalot.
Yeah.
I like
We
it.
gotta workshop it. I like it though. I like where we're heading with this. But yeah, Cursed Helmet was actually traded out by Erad in favor of the Bloodlust Axe. So it's like, there's a spirit whispering to Erad, "Hey man, just go for the damage,
Yeah,
bro."
it's tanks a lot of damage.
Thanks a lot of damage. I like that. Okay.
And you're gonna thank me a lot.
All right. So welcome to the live workshopping session on coming up with nicknames again for a new Lancelot build. But that is, we are giving it focus because it is a unique approach that is giving RSG a slight edge.
It is a rad build from Erad.
Here's a call. Let's conceal onto Brusco. Now, final flash has been
Light.
used by the Numenon Blast. connecting to 2. What's the clapback now? Nexplay EVOS now. They're on to Brusco. No way of their countering the setup. Oh, look at the damage. Doming TR secures the kill onto RSG. Light is down. Now what's the answer for the Raiders?
Oh, with nature.
Another one. Vengeance connected onto Boy TR, but that backs away with full confidence. Damage now connecting ultimate onto 1, but the immortality saves him this time. RSG pushing Nexplay EVOS back to their base, and we're getting this Lord.
I mean, that is for RSG, but NXP, they want to contest. There's no sets anymore for the Raiders, and I feel like this is a possibility for NXP. They didn't commit anything, even though there's a lot of things burned out on doming DR, but they are capable of contesting his Lord.
They're contesting.
Brusco has to still the immortality, will be the one to fall down. Now who's going to secure it? It's still going to be Nexplay EVOS now. It's go time for RSG.
Look at Ding!
Look at that Ding. It's still going for the damage. Irad being trapped in 2. Will he be able to escape this now one more time? Still, Nexplay EVOS not still escaping this fight, but look at that.
Oh, the dodge!
Oh, the dodge! Still connecting the final slash. Nat secures this one for the Raiders. Doming for the save. Go away, he says.
Oh, Domeng walked into the bush at just the right time or got out of range of light. The basic attack stun of the Lolita went into the siege minion, but here's RSG sieging up top.
Oh my. Counterblaze after counterblaze. Ouch!
That hurts, but Boyd. Boyd right now targets onto 2. 2-man taunt and a pull from Divine Judgment onto Brusco. Now it's going to be Light, the first one to drop HP bars, but now it's still Nats being the front line, the body, the sacrifice, whatever you call him. He's still buying time for RSG Slate Philippines. Doming now, you feel the damage. 6-1 and 3.
So this is why they picked up the Melissa as early as that. It's just comfort at this point. Doming moving around the fights. Like he was waiting for the skills coming up from RSG, and RSG thought they could take out the Melissa, but he danced around the Numenon Blast, and even against the Lancelot after the puncture. He moved into the puncture, and after that it was like, what now, bro?
Yeah.
You can't use the ultimate on me. I have Wind of Nature. If you do that, you don't have puncture out, and I can chase you, by the way.
Yeah, talk about Melissa being in Mean Girls, right? That's how you do it.
Yep. This is a big problem for RSG Slate Philippines, and it has been causing them a lot of issues. Even though they've gotten themselves a good team fight earlier on, they are able to look for openings like that from Light where they get the catch onto Boy TR, but they didn't put all the things that they needed to put there. Like the burst damage was absent, like the sniper was not there from Eman, and they were not able to take out the Melissa as much as they wanted. The Inspire and Haslett combination makes it so that the Melissa can have so many rounds of lives in the skirmish.
Gentlemen, I am impressed by this match. It is simultaneously one of the most technically inconsistent, yet technically brilliant matches at the same time.
That is true.
It seems like for every ounce of mistake that we see, we get a ton of beautiful plays from whoever. You know, it's like they're always saying, "Oh man, don't worry, I'm gonna make up for it in the next one," and they do.
Thanos is very, very happy. You know, there is a form of balance in this game.
Balance.
You balance the mistakes with beautiful outplays.
Yeah.
And RSG and NXP, they're clinging onto that. They're clinging onto the idea of whoever makes the less mistakes and more outplays should win on the game. And I love the approach there when they contested the Lord up top, because they knew that there were no possibility for RG.
Speaking of possibility, flicker onto Ding. Now Ocean already plus one burst away. X-Sword.
That's Lord.
With the rough waves, they sacrificed one. But Nexplay EVOS is securing this Lord. And that is one way to answer. Will they be able to score? Nat is here. No, they would not contest this. Nexplay EVOS. Ding for the sacrifice.
As much as that kill was a beautiful read by RSG. Nobody look at the timer. Lord just spawned, and you showed 5 heroes bot. I mean 4, but Arlott against the entirety of NXP cannot contest that Lord. But again, that is a crucial mistake. 3 seconds into the Lord respawn, you showed 4 heroes bot against a Benedetta with an immortality. That's going to give enough time for NXP to burst down the Lord.
Yeah, big fight here though, the Lord. And because it is a 5 versus 4 advantage for RSG, they can stop the Lord before it gets even close. So even though Nexplay EVOS got the Lord, it was practically nothing for
Yeah,
them.
reset.
So it was just a reset. So I think that was the gambit for RSG. They knew that they were walking into a situation where most likely they will be giving up the Lord for a kill, will get the kill, and if ever Nexplay EVOS gets the Lord, we'll just stop it midway through before it can even cross halfway through the map.
Yeah, so they were like, let's agree to disagree.
Yeah, it was like mutually assured destruction.
Okay.
NXP
just
was
love-
NXP was also a gentleman. Okay, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it, sure, why not?
Yeah, we can burn it down, so...
It's like a gentleman's agreement to just both of you lose and win at the same time?
Yeah.
we have the time in the world, so yeah, let's do it on game number 1.
And Ding was like, okay, I'm going to just swap out my immortality for brute force. So what?
Yeah, sure.
Have time.
That is crucial though. No immortality on the Benedetta. So backline access for NXPE right now is a little too weak, especially up against the Beatrix with so much physical damage penetration. And
I
of course,
feel that.
that BOD putting out more damage when Ding is at half HP. But there's no Wind of Nature from Eman. So if NXPE can get their jump onto the Beatrix and cause some chaos there, he only has 2 dashes, and NXP can catch up. There's so much mobility on the Benedetta and the Kagura.
Okay.
And they also have catches coming up from the Fredrin.
Yeah, speaking of jump and catch, look at how Exort is patiently waiting onto the Death Bush. Waiting for an angle. Just we have 2 players from RSG could deal or could give them a good setup with burst.
Yeah.
So now in terms of how they wanted to build with the spaces our next EVOS can do, it's all about the jump. But how if that jump doesn't have a follow-up, it could mean destruction for what they're trying to do in this ultra late game that we have. 24 minutes, almost.
Yeah, good jump, right follow-up, and right targeting. If RSG cannot get a Domeng will punish.
I just remembered, this is NXPE game. TNC and NXPE, they love playing past 20 minutes. I think they want to beat the record from us, Omega.
Yeah. Even RSG has had their fair share of being part of the longest games this season.
I believe these 3 teams hold the longest matches.
Yeah. RSG, NXPE, TNC, technically Echo because that Echo and TNC match game was a longer one.
RSG, I think, averages out around 19 minutes.
Yeah.
The pull! Divine Judgment onto 1. Now the burst down follow from Nexplay EVOS.
Oh, the
1 is still safe. Exort used the rough weight to invade. The last of all is still 1. Is still the one answer now. Light! An angle that did not expect Light.
Domeng
setup. Bruce got spin trap.
The bulwark!
Domeng from the back. Now it's the bulwark guarding down RSG. But it's still Nexplay EVOS dividing and conquer. But still that. Vengeance right in the face of Nexplay EVOS now.
Mistimed it!
Evaded, and now Nats is still safe. A casualty of 1 for Nexplay EVOS.
That could have been terrible for Nexplay EVOS, but Ding holding back RSG gave NXPE the space. And you talked about Death Bushes earlier, OSX for Exort. It was Exort who got caught out there, but he was able to survive thanks to the passive of the Kadita.
Again, that team fight perfectly summarizes this game. A lot of mistakes, but also a lot of outplays. Would love to come in light with the bulwark. Domeng had a fantastic set with the cuddles. 4 heroes were attached to it, but in front of him was the Lolita with the bulwark. He negated a lot of damage.
Oh, look at that. Trapping to onto that final slash, but look at how...
the go away!
Oh
the
my
go
goodness!
away!
It's crashing down on RSG, but how they're managing to do this, they're now punishing. Nexplay EVOS go away was the answer, but now it's still... Ding falling down! RSG now taking on Boyet. From that objective, they're letting him go.
Kagura's up.
Kagura's up.
They have Lord though.
They have Lord 4v2 RSG. Can they end it here?
2-man defense for Nexplay EVOS.
Can the Lord
still do it?
Lord bottom.
The Lord walked away.
Lord responds down bottom 2. Final slash connected into 2.
The Retribution's there.
Receives damage now. Goyong being bursted down. Eman. He's too big of a problem now for Nexplay EVOS. Can they still defend? Lord pushing down bottom.
18 seconds.
4 members down. What's the call for the Raiders?
They do it. Emma's still close by.
Final slash. Boyet still buying time.
Razor's Wrath.
Connecting the damage. He's still strong. Nexplay EVOS is saying not today.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Lot of outplays again. That go away against the Numinum Blast, but RSG again nuts. Delivering fantastic final slashes for RSG, but at the end of the day, that Lord secure by Boyet DR, he was able to delay it so that RSG cannot push, and it might end up to another reset for both sides.
And also, Boyet holding the door. Holding the door of Nexplay EVOS against the Raider Army. Him alongside Goyong. At one point, it was another member of NXPE. A defense of a lifetime. RSG and Nexplay EVOS stalemate yet again.
Yep. For me, I am trying to see this Boyet DR. Boyet the door. Boyet
the door.
The door, bro. And he did it.
That's what DR means, okay?
Yep.
That's what that's what DR means today.
Door.
Boyet door.
Just for that moment.
No
he
backdoor.
defended.
No backdoor against Boyet door.
But
Closed it on their faces.
But
Oh,
the next
boy.
play, EVOS, is a different version. Again, we were talking about how Yelly Hayes not being present in this game, but not having a break through that Holy Week season. Well, next play, EVOS are showing, hey, hi, we can still do it, and the playoffs dream still is going to live.
Yep, again, it's netting them results, you know. These individual micro decisions that they've output in this game ends up being critical plays. Again, you have to commend Doming there with the mindset of just zoning out the Lolita by himself, mind you. A marksman that zones out a freaking roamer on the other side.
That knockback from the go away, big time right now for Nexplay EVOS. And again, if you're RSG, think about what you're up against. A team that is still fighting for playoffs positioning, and a team that hasn't seen their families probably in weeks. Oh! Sidestep by Ding Ding Ding.
Talking about the doorbell.
Eye for an eye.
Evaded. Evaded by Ding DR.
I don't even know that you can use eye for an eye against Petrify.
That was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Fast
Perfectly
hands
timed.
there.
And elapsed data, I'm connecting. Evading that possible burst. Now, two ultimates are
Petrify
out.
was used, right? Petrify was used against
Petrify was
Benedetta.
used, yeah.
Oh my god, that's gonna give NXP a lot of working space here. They know that the Kadita cannot catch anybody on their side. There are flickers on critical targets for RSG as well as NXPE, but you know, again, front line is much more massive on the side of NXP because they do have the Kaja.
A pullback. A pullback far away from the clutches of RSG.
I like this
Irad
one.
watching it.
Lord Dance, here we go.
I like this
Standoff.
There's no, I think there's no Molten Essence to the side of Boyet DR. So he does not deal damage against the Lord. Both sides are just waiting for opportunities. This is very high level stuff, you know?
I know.
Look at the patience.
Patience, trigger discipline now. They just keep on spamming now the attack.
Nuts.
First move onto Erad and Nats. Now flicker out. Goyong. Okay, resources used. Now still NXP holding the line.
Watch out for Ding.
Ding. Where is Ding? Oh,
Nice.
it's getting close. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win this retry battle?
8K? 8K?
Who is gonna win this retry battle? It's gonna be RSG Slate Philippines. Erad
Go away,
secures
though.
this one. Now go away. The final slash turns things over. Up against Nexplay EVOS now. Doming falls down. Extorts with a burst. Now NXP is backing down. Look at the bars of HP. And the minions push down bottom. Now RSG winning that fight.
My goodness, the target lock from RSG and that final slash after they go away. This time around, Nats was the patient one. Even though the go away was nice, they were able to sustain the damage output of Doming at that point. And Carlos was not there, so he was just hitting a single target on the side of RSG. And also, I think Bulwark was also up. So
Yes.
RSG was able to sustain the damage output of Doming at that point. And after the go away ended, the final slash connected onto 3 heroes of NXPE.
Here comes RSG again. The
Will
1
they?
point. The 1 point they need to secure their playoff slot. Is this it? They are knocking at the door and ringing the bells of NXPE.
Now Ding being the one to hold the entrance. Last turret gonna fall for NXPE. Now no angle for Light. But this is the push, the minions push of RSG.
Nuts!
Look at that!
Oh!
Final slash connecting onto 2. Now burst down on Extort. Now Nats is still looking for another angle to take down Brusco. Now he's still safe. They're still defending. They still live.
Goyong though, ooh, okay.
Still fighting.
Immortality on the Kagura.
Now they're looking for a possible way to end this, but Nexplay EVOS still with the holy defense. Can they still do it? They're still making it work.
They're still holding on. It's still 5v5. RSG still have bodies, but Nats will recall, and the call for now is let's try again after the 6th. Wait, make that 7th Lord of the game.
My goodness, my
Try.
heart.
The word now is try again. How
Try
are you?
again.
My
Midnight.
heart.
How's your heart and how's your gears, Midnight?
I can't take it anymore. My heart. You know, these plays, again, perfectly balanced. You know, the mistakes, they're present, but also the outplays. The amount of plays we've seen in this game has been crazy. Nuts with that final slash onto the 2 heroes of NXPE. He made sure that NXPE was outside the base. Unfortunately, RSG, they didn't have enough firepower to take the heroes down. The Immortality was there, the Winter Truncheon was there, Goyong DR was able to survive, and after Brusco DR was able to reset, the Divine Judgment play came on to Nuts, and he was punished heavily. The Immortality was popped as well from RSG. But NXPE, they are able to defend with the Melissa being up at that specific point. And RSG, again, they have to try for another crucial outplay, either coming out for light or not. But this is starting to become a problem here for NXP. You know, the presence of both the Arlot and the Lolita in this in this situation. It's gonna come. It's gonna become harder for NXP with the impending fights that are about to come.
Oh, now the window of the mistakes that these two teams could not commit is really high, but Light catches one. Luminon Blast being activated onto Brusco. Now the final slash will connect, but the damage is still enough for Nexplay EVOS to hold. Now they're still looking for the one that they need to take out from RSG. Now they back away. Okay, just Poke saying hi, just how we saw and witnessed that rock, paper, scissors on that pre-draft game.
Yeah, no flickers right now for both roamers. Brusco does have his ultimate of the Divine Judgment. Light still waiting for the cooldown to come back. Let's see if it'll actually come back in time as they dance around this Lord Midnight.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, NXP, they have to try something. For the past 15 minutes, RSG were the ones setting up the team fight pace, and they were dictating how you engage the fight. It's usually either Nuts or Light, and NXP, we've never seen them pull off with Brusco. They've always been utilizing the Benedetta on the front line, and at this point, you know, stalemates were the results on both sides, and I feel like NXP can decide the changing factor here because they can utilize the Kaja at this moment. They can wait out for the next cooldown of Flicker, but it can also be it can also be a replicate of what happened earlier, where RSG were the ones dictating the pace of how the team fight starts.
It could be one retry to rule them all. If it's not a retry, it could be a crucial kill. It could be a crucial counter punish. Again, we mentioned that this game was both technically inconsistent and brilliant at the same time. 15 to 15 in kills, almost 35 minutes, neck and neck in gold. One retry or one series of kills to rule them all.
Now it's still RSG trying to scare out Nexplay EVOS with that conceal. Still looking forward though. It's again from 15 kills, 19k, whatever you call it, it's still 50-50.
Oh, Brusco.
Brusco, they have a spot Brusco. Now they have set high from Light to Brusco. Now who is going to get this Lord? Who is going to get this? Who's going to pay? It's Emma who secures the objective. Now Brusco being the first one to go down, but the Immortality will be used. Whoa! Light with the Numenon Blast, securing the setup that they need. Now Goyong DR using the chance to take another one, but RSG going down, and it's still not stopping. They're still going for Ding. Oh
Ding
no!
Runs for the hills, and with a beautiful Numenon Blast by Light, Nexplay EVOS were blinded by the light. Ding trying to hold on alongside Boyet.
Now the Raiders,
I think that's it.
now are sealing the deal. Numenon Blast secures the kill for Boyet DR, and the Raiders are shouting this time around, it's now our point, and securing the chance for the playoffs.
On the table